Hello, welcome back to Star Trek Online, and just to make sure that everything's set up correctly, because last time I did it didn't work properly. Hello. Yep, just making sure everything's all set up properly. There was a few issues last time, so I'm just going to try and add a new thing. I should get it. Well, no, don't want that. Where's it gone? Window capture. Let's try that. There we go. We'll do a little bit of an adjustment. Not quite how I want it, but I'll get there. Almost done. There we go. Excellent. Well, sometimes OBS does like to mess around. Anyway, welcome back. And first things first, before I forget, don't forget that this week in Star Trek Online they are giving away free items from the Siege store, and one of the items is going to be, rumours, a T6 ship. So it's the way I think it. Yes, free stuffs. The way I think it works is each item's only available for a day, so make sure you log in every day. But I'm not entirely sure what time it tings over, but it's. Sometimes you might get like a free character slots, or like yesterday I got some new costumes, which was nice. Yeah, there's been. Obviously I did the winter event, so there's loads of free stuff. Apparently there's a new lockbox coming out in a couple of weeks as well, which is why I'm saving up my Zen. That's if I don't have a particular thing I'm aiming for, that's what I use the keys for. Let's clear that out. Too much about that just yet. Okay, now if I remember rightly, it was the start of the new arc. We got yes, thank you. Pretty great. So we've got the new ship, looking funky with her four nacelles and a sort of grunge look. But we're heading off to Nimbus 3. Now Nimbus 3 is a very ground-based area. Some people like it, some people don't, and I personally like it. It's got a nice area, but I can completely understand why some people don't like it. It's transmittable. When I get there, I'll double check the Siege store. But I knew this, I just forgot.
On a forgotten world, a shadow of great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike.
That is going good, good.
The destruction of the Romulus system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat the Federation has ever faced.
Nice little intro there for the sector. So let's just see what there is, see if there's anything. I've already got that. I've already got that one. All the stuff that I can claim. Yeah, I could have a. Oh, you mean you lost your skills? If you get to get your skills back, assuming you're playing on a PC, you just press P, and it brings up your skill list, and then you just drag it to your trays, like I have. So I'm assuming the ground is the same. Right, just double check first. Ooh, some Phoenix boxes. Yes, that's obviously what today's free item is. Now these can either be really good or poop. So let's just see what I get. So I've got 5 boxes here. Keep your fingers crossed. Ooh, very rare prize token. That's a good omen. Uncommon. Uncommon. uncommon, and rare. Ooh, okay, let's see what the rare gets me. Rare, I can have... Ooh, I could have a duty officer, a Admiralty cards, tactical exocomp, emergency con hologram, or what's this? Crystalline absorption matrix. Interesting. Okay, let's see what the very rare gets me. Oh, this is a good one. This is a very good one. Not the best one, but it's see, I can have the red matter capacitor. Today's one, if you go to the Z store or C store, whatever you want to call it, and go to promotions, it will be in that tab. So my cat's having a screaming match with one of the neighbour's cats. Deal with it yourself, you silly mogwai. Yeah, like yesterday, say, was the free, I can't remember what they're called now, uniforms. Yeah, that's like the default place to look. So if you, I mean, after a while you get a lot of things and they tend to end up in the promotions tab. So I'm clearing this off first because I'm probably going to get a load of gear from Nimbus. It's worthwhile clearing it all off now before we start the new things. Just clear that off. Just clear that off. What level is your character? I know sometimes they're locked into levels. Like, yes, you're probably quite close to it. It's like, it's like, for example, I got the tier 6, and although where's the good one to find? Scroll all the way down first to find it. Yeah, see if it says here, even though I've actually got it, my character can't use this item because I'm not at the appropriate level. So I think once you hit 50, then you should be okay to get it. It's basically every 10 levels is when you can get like the new ships and stuff like that. It's like, also make sure you haven't got all your ship slots filled up. Yeah, so like this one for example, the Andromeda Exploration Cruiser. I got this as part of a Loot Crate promotion many months ago, and it says like tier 6, so I can't get that just yet until I hit, where is it, what rank is it, Vice Admiral. That's generally, once you get to that point, all ships are open to you, so you're probably getting quite close. Is it level 49? Yeah, so if you're level 49, once you hit the next rank, then you'll be able to unlock all the other Admiralty stuff. Yeah, they rejiggered a lot of the levels a while back, a long time ago. Yeah, Rear Admiral is 47, and then Vice Admiral is 50. Oh yeah, it's easy enough, a couple of missions and you've done it. And the good thing is, because it's in the promotions tab, it won't go away unless it specifically is a promotional item, such as the like the giveaways and things like that. This is why it's always worthwhile getting at least one character up until level 50 in both factions, so you can just claim loads of stuff. Even if you never play that character again, just keep them to claim swag with. I'm saying they do quite a few giveaways actually, so it's one of the better ones. Not perfect, but I think that should be enough room. Right. I've still got to decide what to use this on because it's very rare. See, this shotgun is really good against bulk. This torpedo is a very good torpedo. It's one of the few that few torpedoes that is anti-proton. So it's a shame it wasn't like ultra rare, because that's when you start getting into like the ships, and then you've got like the epics, which are the, well, you said like the T6 ships and things like that. So it's okay. Enough of that. Let's head to Nimbus. Into Nimbus 3. Yes. Yep, let's take the Eagle crew. Yeah. I mean, the way I sort of see it is basically once you hit level 50, that's when the proper end game begins. So if I remember rightly, originally 50 was the end point, and then when they brought out the Delta Quadrant expansion, you had to level up through that, and that, if you was already at max, was a bit of a slog. Now it's better because they've rejiggered the experience points, what it takes to get from level to level. But when that first came out, it wasn't pleasant. Looking over the list as well, I think one of the areas I'm probably going to be skipping in terms of missions is, where is it? The new Romulus one, because it is a grind area. So once I've done Borg Advances, I'm going to be skipping all these ones because it's, again, an end game area. It's also rep, and you can skip it without really missing much, apart from maybe a little bit of storyline. The only one it's probably like this level, or this mission, because it then links into the next one. Also, I've done it so many times now. It's if I sort of get to about here, and then that's the end of the stream, I may just do the new Romulus stuff off stream, just to clear it off then. Or do it on a day when, like an off day, like I did with the Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Thank you, Horace.
If you need it, I've got it.
Right. So you can see what this area was originally designed for. If you look at the top here, it was originally designed for level 26, and I'm 33, so it's down leveling me effectively.
If you need it, I've got it.
Right, so let's go and speak to 2 of 8. Where is he? Oh, there's 2 of 8 over there.
Either buy a drink or move along.
Let's go for that. Right, weapons. Right, so I've got to go and find someone. Alright. So missing officers. What am I doing? I should be running. Just for a laugh as well, let's just get those drones ready. And here comes my crew. So I've got to find the missing officers now. If I remember rightly, they will be roughly around here somewhere. Oh, defeat the little giant scorpion. What giant scorpion? Oh, yeah. And there's the giant scorpion. Right, all of us is targeting. That's a big boy. Hey. He needs a mouse stick away. Okay, so I've now got to find. There's the other group of officers. So I've got to take on scorpions and find weapons. Right, so there's a lot of people here today. Wow, lots of turrets as well. So just harvest these. And just take out. I'm not complaining about it being busy, I'm just surprised it's being busy. Let's lay down the turret as well, or mortar. Ten more scorpions to get. Yes, this is where being an engineer is so much better, I feel, than being a tactical. Today's freebie is 5 free Phoenix crates, and it should be under the promotions tab. Yeah, I didn't do too badly. I got one rare, one very rare, and 3 common. Beanbag. Right, back to 208. That's not too bad. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, the uncommon ones are crap, but they're actually pretty good, because what you can do is, I mean, what I tend to do is you can get tribbles, combat drone. Yeah, some of it's poop, but what you can also get, this is what I like, is this. It gives you a free technological upgrade. Now, if you save that for things like the, what do they call it, like the Iconian set, that's a big chunk that will help towards. Oh, speaking of upgrades, there's a new thing they're bringing out, hopefully within the next month or so. They're not said exactly when, where you will be able to, if you get like a weapon or whatever, you will be able to. I should give them better shield. Yes, give all of them better shields. Yes, the re-engineering. Okay, better one as well. Yes, and you can have that one as well. Okay. There's basically a way of tweaking and things like that. So law should be this one here. Yes.
Not everyone can stand up to the Syndicate.
I'm going to say skip through these a little bit so we... Yeah. Get back, basically get to the action. Shame I can't take a shortcut. Ooh. Yes, oh, before I forget, I had my first game of the Star Trek Adventures, this new campaign I'm running, that started on Saturday. That went better than expected, considering I wasn't able to stream it because I couldn't get the overlay done properly the way I liked it. Yep. The basic premise, I mean, I'm going to be putting the mission notes up on my Patreon tomorrow, and then in 3 days time they'll go public so everyone can read them. But the basic gist of it was the Dominion has come to the Federation and requested help with a new race who's been giving them a lot of trouble. And it wasn't so much that they've been giving them trouble, it's more the fact that a few months ago, nothing, and then suddenly they get this massive boost in technology, and something has done them a mischief. So, is that one unlocked? I need to come back here. He's had a nice little tour around Deep Space Nine. One of the characters almost got thrown up on by Morn. There was shenanigans in the holodeck. Crack my sword. Ooh, hello. Right, everyone targeted. Okay. I'm just out of range. I'm not entirely sure what that achievement was.
Enemy targets on sensors.
And everything always seems to patch at the same time. So, personally, I think they should give you an option saying that this game is ready to be patched. Do you want to do it now? Yes or no? And oh, bloody science kits! Why do I keep getting so many science kits? One downside to there've been lots of people here is some of the missions now becomes a teeny bit harder or more longer to do. So 52%. So I've got to try and find either consoles. What the hell's over there? Is that a console? Oh no, it's just a weird shaped rock. Where are the consoles? Oh, thank you very much for the thank you very much for the follow, Jordan. Jordan, sorry. 23 followers now. Yay! Once I hit 50, I will be able to get like emotes and stuff like that done there. It'll be very nice. Where's he going? Move, you little bastard. Come on. Yeah, it's player driven, but yeah, it can be a bit extortionate. Yeah, it's strange. It's like this character has got more. I have looted more science kits on my engineering character, like this guy here, than I have on any other character. Whenever I played as my science one, I'd get like tactical kits. When I play as engineer, I get science. It's like no. I want engineering kits. Still. Right. Been back to the city. Can't wait. Group hug. Still makes me hope with his little stumpy legs. Who is it? Is it? Science. Science. Tactical. I wouldn't buy yourself any extra ship slots just yet, mainly because I've got a sneaking suspicion you may get some in the freebies that are given away this week. So I wouldn't buy any ship slots just yet. I mean, what that is the pre-patch for the next big update, which is apparently in about a week or so's time. So to reduce the strain on the servers and get everyone into the game as quick as possible, they're pre-patching a lot of it. I think that could be when the re-engineering stuff is coming in. If not that, then it might be the what do you call it? It might be the new lockbox. It's one of those two. Right, Orion ambushes. There we go. Yeah, they've added a lot to Star Trek Online in the last few years. Excuse me. Now they're in your inventory, they will stay there for practically forever. But
Shield losing power.
yeah, he's a Tellarite. As I say, the ugliest away team in Starfleet. Well, actually, no, she's not ugly, but the rest of them are. Just to double check, you're talking about these little token thingies? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the T6 ship from the... Yeah, I used to play... I played Star Wars The Old Republic so much. It was... Oh, the prize token. Yeah, those would just sit in your inventory for whatever. Right. This is where I have to do maths. If you can set the first digits out of the third, right, so if I'm right, it's second, third, and up to the fourth. Right, so the third is going to have to be 15. And so the first one's going to have to be 10.
If you need it, I've got it.
Well, what's happened there? What have I just got? Oh, I've just got a comm officer. Okay. I think I've got on Star Wars The Old Republic, I think I've got one of every character class. It's not too bad, but then again I do have a lifetime subscription. In the area itself, Lord of the Rings, the game itself has got massive. You can do all the epic quest line, but you just don't get the quest packs. And one of them though you probably would need to get is I think it's the Rohan pack, but to be honest that's worth getting, I think. Or to do what I do. And
If you need it.
what's the word? Let's see. Got to create a replicator for the bar, alright.
I don't want any trouble.
Why is that not? Let's try again.
You need information?
Ah, there we go. Yeah, a few games. I think Lord of the Rings would have benefited staying as a subscription model, but like I said, I've got a lifetime subscription, so my Dog boxes you might as well just sell. Either sell them on the exchange or what do you call it? Sell them to a merchant or something. Because they're pretty much worthless lock boxes. Right, so we've got to find two more crowds. Three rare tokens, 2 uncommon. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not fantastic, but you know, you can do a lot with that. Yeah. Unless they're like the sort of like the Phoenix boxes or the Infinity ones, I just generally don't really bother. I just sort of get a stack and right, so I've got boost support at the bar. How am I going to do that again? Back to the bar. Right, so boost morale. Buy him a drink. Yeah. When as soon as I saw the character, it's just on the character creation screen. I was like, I've got to have the biggest beard possible, and then that's when I got the concept of the Space Dwarf. To boost morale. You can see it's sort of better on there. See, I'll just zoom in. Oh, hello. It's a bit glowy, but one of the aliens. Another beard. Terrorite without a beard. And he's like, just look at that face. It's like it's burnt. Bones and Scotty is a hologram. Yep, pretty much. And Vulcan officer and my Andorian. Right. What you can do, any if you don't use, you think I don't want them, you can downgrade. Where you gone? You can downgrade them to the lower tier. So, say for example, I'm not going to do it on this one, but just to show you, it's a rare one. If I wanted to, I could downgrade it to 2 of the uncommon ones. Yeah. Bound to account, which is brilliant. So if you're not going to use them, just stick them in your account bank. But I'm very tempted to go with that torpedo because that's quite nice. It's like no, I'm gonna wait. I haven't decided what I'll get with that one. Like one of my other characters managed to get. I was so happy he got this. I got an ultra rare, and basically the only one I didn't have was the Jem'Hadar attack ship, and because he also has the carrier that goes along with it, it's like yeah, perfect choice for him. My Romulan. Get rid of that. Well, rubbish. So that's annoying. And there's no expiry date. Buy a round. Right, let's go back to speak to that other chappie. Seven viewers, very nice. You know, it's a beating the massive belly he's got as well. Right. Let's see. Now we've got to. Right, so I've got to head to the stronghold. He just makes me laugh when he runs. Right. I got lost again. I keep looking at the wrong part of the map and thinking, no, that's the exit. No, the exit's like over that side. So the stronghold, let's just clear that. Let's see how fast he does run funny though, look at him. I want to avoid those scorpions. Not because I can't defeat them, but just trying to get this over and done. Ding, 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 ding. Oops, I've got to activate my tribble. Let's go with that one. I think one of the funniest things that's happened to me is when the game first came out, there was obviously, as you can imagine, lots of glitches and bugs compared to what it is now, and the way the game works is your character and your ship are basically the same in terms of hello. Yes, the Intel uniform is very nice. I'm tempted to have that as my whole crew once I get up to the max level. Make sure everyone has that gear. It will just be appropriate on a nice funky top of the range ship, give them all the same uniforms rather than, you know, he's got one uniform, he's got one, he's got a different one, she's got a different one, and I've got a different one. But yeah, one of the funniest things was when, as my character, go flying into a space mission. So you just see me floating through space. All the time I accidentally materialised outside of space dock. Of course, there was also the other way, when it would flip around and you would have ships on ground missions. So you'd be like, just walking along minding your own business on the Starbase 1, and you'd see the Enterprise flying past inside Starbase. But scaled down as well, so it'd be like the same sort of size as a NPC. So funny. Rarely happens now, but when it did, it was just so funny thing to see. Yeah, the physics aren't fantastic. Yeah, I know there was one mission. I think it was on one episode. Oh, I think it was on Deep Space Nine. Yeah, it was Deep Space Nine, where the Defiant shrunk. And you see it floating around, like buzzing around like a Jem'Hadar's head and things like that. And I am seriously trying to think of a way I can bring that particular mission back for when I'd won my Star Trek Adventures campaign. Transporter accidents, holodeck accidents. Oh, thank you very much, CJ Tom Brader. I didn't make the. I didn't make the overlay. That was done. I honestly can't remember the fella's name, but there's a link to the DeviantArt page on the beneath the stream. And that's where I got it from. Got his permission, and he said yes. I wish I had the skills to do it as good as that. If you're looking for a tutorial to do an LCARS style layout, I'm making a slightly different one for the Star Trek Adventures game. No, you're right, it's not for this one, it's for the RPG, not the other game, because it's a different thing. But yeah, CJ, if you have a look on DeviantArt, there is a tutorial a guy there did that basically shows you how to make the LCAR's layout. You would probably need to have something like Incarnate or Inkscape, you know, basically a vector graphics program, but there are free ones you can get. So, and that's what I was doing to it. Once you set up the basics, it's actually quite easy. Just, you know, take your time, don't rush, and you'll get it done. But yeah, I am definitely planning on having the next Star Trek Adventures game being streamed, and that's looking like it might be on the 3rd or the 4th of February, because a couple of players are already busy, and it gives me time to set up the overlay.
Flanking damage detected.
I thought I'd change that. You could do, the tutorial I found made it really easy, because it's probably just, yeah, it's just Moobot being a bit overzealous. I thought I would change that settings, but I mean, I personally don't mind it when people do stuff like that, but it's like the default settings, you know, it's, unless I go in and change them, it still defaults to what it was set up to before. But the way, what I did was, hello, I'm getting a bit beaten up here. Yeah. I think I'm not paying attention. But what I did was I did it in sort of like a block fashion, so that, where's it gone? Make it more sort of modular.
Enemy target on sensor.
Yeah, LCARS is one of those sort of things that when you first look at it, it looks really complicated, but once you get the rules and the setup done, it's actually surprisingly, well, for me, and I admit I've got zero artistic talent, it's surprisingly easy. Just, you know, make sure you just take your time on the initial setup. So I've got a weekly out of defences, right. It is, but if you want to make it, you know, accurate and authentic, that's what makes it difficult. Yeah, the what's his name? The guy who designed the Mika Okada, I think his name was. He basically sort of made it. Oh, and thank you very much for the follow, CJ. He basically made it sort of so people can easily cobble them together. And now that I've done that, now I've got like a template of all the different components. All I literally do is, if I want to make one, is I just select the one I want, copy it over to the. You have to make sure everything is the same size. That's the tricky part. But that's why, you know, if you do all of them together based on the same scale, and then you move them and copy them and things like that, it makes it easier. I want that, thank you. Right, so I've got to find more. Yeah, I mean, the hardest part for me was doing the, I don't know what the proper term is for them, but the big swoopy bits, you know, the things that like sort of go round and go to another little bit. Yeah, seriously, if you want to have some tutorials, have a look on DeviantArt. There's quite a few good ones there. Right, 1 second, I've got the link somewhere. One moment, you just bear with me. I do actually have the link somewhere. Where is it? There you go. That should be. That's the one that I.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Basically, it's the same as this one here. Let's get. Oh, she knows it. There's so many people going on here today. It's a busy day. Not complaining. Still, I suppose if people are coming in to get the freebies, they probably think, oh, let's just play whilst I'm here. Which is fine. Yeah, on my Twitter I also posted the first version of the overlay I'm going to be using for, say, Star Trek Adventures. It's very crude at the moment, just in basic blues, but it's...
Enemy targets on sensors.
It's definitely... the layout is how I want it. I just have to now tweak the colours, which is, that's another thing you have to oh yeah, thank you. I say it's having it all like as a. That's a good question. I mean, if you generally if sorry, I'll put my teeth in. Generally, the way those things are is for everyone to use. I mean, for him to make one for you would probably take a lot of time and effort, and they would probably charge you to do it, unless they specifically said oh they would do it for free. But don't expect someone to do it for free. But you know, if you want to use the same one that I'm using, go for it. It's a good overlay. The entrance. Where's the Taskmaster? Ooh. I'm personally a bit wary of fleet invites that just come out of the blue without anybody asking or talking to you first. It just seems a bit rude to just invite without talking to someone.
There, friend.
Let's see, what do I go with? Let's go with some energy dampening armor.
Congratulations, Captain.
I've got it.
Right, let's see, what have I got? Let's go with hull penetration. And so once I've all maxed this out, I will be respecking this, because I'm not doing it for optimum setup. I'm just doing it because it sounds good. The Undying. Well, that's going to be proven wrong. See here, I can have myself like a bat'leth, a lurper, or a sword.
If you need it, I've...
The funniest ones though is when I had one guy. This is on this was like about a couple of years back. I was just pooting around by the exchange, and someone who was probably like level 2, 3, just start demanding that I give them a couple of million credits because I'm a higher level than them and I can afford it. I was like, that's not how it works, mate. If you're a friend and you need cash, I'll help you out. But you know, if you start demanding stuff, you get sweet FA. This is a good little bit coming up. Yeah, there's like, I just couldn't understand it. It just literally turns out to be like, oh, you've got all this, you've got all these money. It's just like, yeah, and I worked for it, I earned it, and I just walked away, and then I blocked him. Right, so we've got to speak. Where's Hassan? Oh, right, he's up there. Right. Oh, so I've got to speak to various people. It's like, what are you going to do? There's no real PvP in the game. You can't stop me from getting past because I can just beam out. What are you going to do? Just do that. Nope. I've got to go up there. Right. Oh no, I'm in the way here. Yeah. Because if he tried to do it in sort of character, you know, like acting as if he was like a in-game criminal, I probably would have gone along with it just for the giggle. You know, I had about sort of like 50 million credits at the time. You know, so I probably would have given him a few just because he made me laugh. But just being rude and entitled, oh, that's a word I hate saying. It's like, no, this is all one server. No, it's all one server on this one. There are various instances within this, so you're gonna have like say 1,000 people on Starbase 1, but there is only generally one server. So it works fine as far as I can tell. Obviously, you know, sometimes you may get a tiny bit of lag, but for me, I've never noticed it that much. And I've played with people from the other side of the world, so I think probably the only thing you may notice is if you both say, like if you're playing with me now, and depending upon where the server is, which I think is possibly in America, is if we both went into a mission at the same time, you might get into a mission like a second or two before I do, that sort of thing. Just assuming mine doesn't crash. Where is it? He's over there. Right, so zoom in on my mini map. That's better. I can see where he is. Okay. So now I've got to find Hassan. I believe he's back up here. Oh, you say in that about hardcore RPers, there are certain areas within the game that people go to specifically to do RP, and one of them is Drozana Station. But I have been there a couple of times when there have been, I'm going to try and find a polite way of putting this, they have been engaging in adult activities.
You want anything?
I'll try to be as... Yeah, it's another reason why I've minimised the chat, because it can be very, very distracting having both, you know, like in effect 2 chats, the game and the stream stuff to keep an eye on. It is quite distracting. Here we go. It's Gladiator Arena time. Yeah, some of it is definitely like you walk around the station, you're like, what's that in the chat? Oh my!
Can he bring our new fighter to heel?
So I've got to attack the space. These guys. This I'm probably going to die because it's one of the harder sections. At least at this level for me. Because you see, I'm not level adjusted. Oh, that was close. That could have gone very bad. Because a few people do that. It's they deliberately go to that location just to troll people. So I've made it a personal rule that I try not to go to that area unless it's specifically for a mission. Mugato. Basically, space gorillas. Yep. The thing is, there's different levels of trolling in this game, and some of the trolls you can do are borderline. Yeah, I think if you do it in character, I think it's kind of okay. But if you're running after someone and like blocking them off with these shields, for example, like the engineer's shields, they can actually literally stop people from moving unless they beam out. Yeah, Jacques.
Let's see if it puts our fighters in a pinch.
Yeah, it's there's a difference between trolling and harassing people, and some people take it too far. Yeah, that's. Oh, right, he's a big boy.
Flanking damage detected.
Focus fire on the bastard. Yeah, that's it. There's a difference between trolling and harassing someone, and a few people when they just cross that line. It's like, look, it's one thing to do it in character, and that's sort of my rule. If it was done in character, then I'll accept it. But what you can also do as well, what a few people have done, is if they're making like, because you can make your own missions in the game as well. It's called the Foundry. And so what a few people do is if they're like doing a recording and they want to sort of make things, to say, more private, they will just create their own private instance and then take it and do it with that. Downside is you are limited to only like sort of 5 people at a time. Of course, the other thing as well is if you've got a fleet with a starbase and you are the people in charge of the starbase, you can invite as many people there as you want. So that's definitely something I'm thinking of maybe doing once I hit sort of like 50 followers or so. Maybe setting up a fleet. No, it would just be like a casual fleet. No, nothing serious. Just doing. Oh, is it not available? Oh. That's a. Oh,
Sometimes
that's a bummer.
you need to take matters into your own hands. Now you die.
So now he dies and he blows up.
Enemy targets on sensors.
There we go.
Shield losing power.
Let's just do this. Ooh, I forgot I had this. Oh, this is brilliant. Orbital strike, which is impressive as I did it indoors. Right. Oh, that's a lot. Oh dear. Those tractor beam mimes can be quite amusing. If you've ever seen Galaxy Quest, you can recreate that particular sequence where they use the mines. he's basically started a bar fight to try and distract me. Isn't that happening, pal? Galaxy Quest. Like Grabfar's hammer. What a savings. Oh yeah. Fear the dwarf. Oh, damn it, I want to watch Galaxy Quest again now. I wish there was a way you could legally watch like a film on a stream with people and like chat about it, Mystery Science Theatre style. But obviously, you know, legalities and all that. But, yeah, even if it was like a Twitch Plus or something like that. Like communal watching, or you know, that's something like that. I wouldn't. I think it's just a light. It's just the yeah. That's the other thing as well. It's there would be lots of people watching Prawn and Smut. So I mean, what they probably would have to do would be such a way that, you know, you submit, say, we want to watch Galaxy Quest, for example, on this particular stream. You know, you pay your fee. That Twitch takes their cut. The rest goes to the obviously the maker of the film, so they get their money as well. Yeah, there's a lot of dodgy areas, so I can understand why they haven't done it, but would be nice if there was a way that it could be done. You know, short of everyone going around to, like, say, my place and we'll crack around the tilly. Yeah, Galaxy Quest is an amazing film. There's the joke about it being, you know, the best non-Star Trek Star Trek. Yeah, it's the Orville as well. That's. I think I mentioned it last time on the stream as well, but Seth MacFarlane, he's a big Trek fan, and it was pretty much a case of, you know, if I can't, you know, direct or make my own episode, I'll make my own series. And it's basically, it's definitely you can spot the homages to. He was, yeah, and there was also that really dodgy picture of him when he was, video, not picture, or when he was a young lad. Yeah, apparently he loved that, and it was, from all accounts, it was not long after that he started working on the idea for the Orville.
This is my planet.
Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm going to blow you up. Temple abilities online. Let's do this.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Ooh, hello, I appear to be farting. Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of the Orville. I'm going to watch it when it comes out. Season 2 comes out, but it's just like... Yes, the ship does have a name. She is called, at the moment, the USS Comet. I couldn't decide on a name, so I just let the game randomly decide to saw one I liked. Right, so I've got to get the... Right, the readings out.
Thank you. You don't know how helpful you've been.
So I helped those fellas over there, and he's passing gas. I didn't honestly think of it. It's the because this ship is not going to be my final ship. This is just like on my way to my final ship. I wasn't too fussed about what the name was.
Warning. Ship is under
Because you get
attack.
different,
Target
obviously you get different
shield
tiers of
has
ships.
failed.
And this is just a 4 nacelled engineering ship. The one I am aiming for, pause it here, because I've used this on another character and it's an awesome ship, is this bad boy. Temporal Dreadnought Cruiser. Perfect ship for an engineer. And I probably will try and come up with some beard related name for it. Right, now if I take out that Corvette over there. Did I do that? It's also a carrier ship as well. I mean, seriously, they've added so many ships into this game now. It's crazy. But the temple ships are freaking amazing. It's one of the few times I actually spent money on this game because I saw those ships and I just thought, I've got to have them. And lucky enough, I had some money put to one side, so I wasn't out of pocket too much. But it's also got one of the raiders in it as well. There's loads of stuff you can get. Repair the pirate ship. Where's it go? Stay still so I can repair you. Thank you. Right, so if I go... who's closest? No, that one.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
If him sneaking comes up behind me, they're going to be a bit of a surprise. I'm still leaning towards getting that new torpedo.
Target shield has failed.
Billy Gibbons. Some of the names have been really good. Some of them have been like, okay, you know, like Enterprise with 2 S's and stuff. Come on, let's try and put some effort into it, please. Well, I've seen a couple Enterprise, as in 2 words, isn't it? Those are music.
Target shield has failed.
That's right, boys, just mash them up. Yes, I've seen that one as well. Yeah, I like it when people try and put, if not original names in, because obviously there's only so many names you can have before you start duplicating others, what other people have had. But the ones that show they put a little bit of effort into it. So yeah, you know, enter piss. Like one of my characters I had, I basically had a naming thing of naming them after Egyptian gods. Yeah, the Derelict X's are hard ships. They're not easy ships to fight. Okay, and there's the other ones over there. See, at least that's, I'm not going to say an original name, but it's not Enterprise or Defiant with 3 F's and things like that. I still like the Wish I could show you the vengeance I've got on my Andorian. If you've seen Star Trek Beyond, it's the big ship that fights the Enterprise.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
I've seen a couple of Normandies. What else have I seen? I've seen Farscape. I think that, I admit I did call one of my ships the Farscape. The Galactica, obviously. And on my Romulan, who's called Dylan Hunt, yes, I did call one of my ships the Andromeda. But with more apostrophes. He's over there. He's trying to be sneaky. Right. Is that him?
I might be willing to make a deal.
Yeah, I do accept friend invites from viewers, but I think as I mentioned before, because the way the stream's set up, I generally don't do chats and things like that on the stream. Actually, in-game chat like this, because as you can see, there's a lot of nonsense goes on otherwise. But if you want to send me a friend request, then by all means.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
One moment. I can never remember what it is. Once I've blown this up, I will certainly. Oh, hello, Jelly Boy.
Target's shield has failed.
Yeah, Romulans have singularity abilities, and it's that makes them sniggies. That's my how's that? I can't remember what my chat number is. Everyone is.
Right
Oh, I know
shield's
why.
failing.
Oh, I know why. Right, okay. Yeah, if I say something in chat, it'll use chat over here, it'll come up. So, test. There you go. At Nephos.
Fault integrity below
Old
75%.
character name I used to
Integrity
use.
below 50%.
If I could change it to Mobius Tempest, I would, but it's at Nephos. No, that's fine. I have to apologise for not raiding.
Target's shield has failed.
And thank you for the follow as well. So no, you do not have to apologise for not raiding. Right. There you go. I've just put it in chat. Yep. Yep, it just came up. Just got to get closer. So you should be now on my friends list. Yep, there you go. I don't have that many people on my friends list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put stream. Because what I would set that as well. Stream. Basically, what I'll do is once I eventually get to the get to the point when I want to start doing the fleet, I will send invites to all the people who have stream listed as their comment. So that way I know, basically it's you guys. Right. Now, here's the important question. Do we capture this guy? Or do we kill him? Capture or kill? Capture or kill? I'll let you decide, because I'm going to have a quick drink. But we're not Jedis. True, we are Starfleet, so I suppose we've got to take the higher ground. Very well. So, and also, to be fair, I have done the kill option quite a few times. So. Ace of Thoughts, yep, that's accepted. Actually, I'll add that stream. Yep, it's just come up. Actually, I shouldn't really show my friends list on there, but too much because there's a couple of people who don't want to. Okay, let's bring him in alive. I have never known defeat, but now I kneel before you. Yeah, damn right you will. Alright. Back to Nimbus. Are you still trying to hit level 50? On this initial playthrough, I'm not going to be streaming with people, but what I probably will be doing, and it seemed to go quite well when I did the Lord of the Rings version, is I will probably be doing a non-planned stream where it'll just be like, we'll get together and then we'll just do missions, we'll do bits and pieces like that. But on this particular main one, I'm keeping it the solo, and I have the other stuff for the off streams, if that makes sense. So it's basically I'm keeping them kind of separate. Stuff where I play with viewers, stuff where I don't play with viewers. I'll go to Batleth.
Congratulations, Captain.
Yeah. All I will say is stay tuned for that one, because if I do get the fleet up and running, then yes, I will be doing days will just be like that. Today's going to be a viewer stream, or today will be a dungeon one, an STF stream, or we'll go through and do missions and things like that. But a little bit later. Right, so let's go with. Yeah, I want to have some more weapon power. Cover shield. Equipment diagnostics. Let's go with, because cover shields is annoying. If your bridge officers drop down a cover shield right in front of you, it can literally block you off from some of the missions. So that's not something I'd recommend giving to your boss, but keep for yourself. Okay, not doing too bad. See my next crit. Yeah, finally.
If you need it.
Right, so where have I got to go? I've got to head. Oh, I've got a new officer. Generally, I aim to finish around 8 to 8:30, depending upon how tired I am, what part of the mission I am. But today's probably going to be it's probably going to be 8:30. Yeah, I'm going to aim for about 8:30. So a bit over an hour or so. Yes, CJ will be forming our own fleet at some point. Oh, sorry, Bajoran, Pakled or Pakled? Bajoran, Pakled or Pakled? Let's go with tactical for now, just for the laughs. Whoa, those are some fierce eyebrows. Okay, so where are we going to go to? I'm going to speak to Lord. Right, he's back here, isn't he? Yeah, it's not planning. It's going to be just sort of more of a casual fleet, you know, in a way like some fleets are like, we must get this first, we must do this first, we must get everyone in to do things like that. It's like, no, that's not what it's going to be. It's literally just going to be people are like hanging out together, having a laugh, maybe doing some missions together. That's about it. Although, yes, that's the other thing as well. That's one of the reasons why I'm waiting for a little bit later. Is as I say, once I hit 50, I mean that's like a nice ballpark. Sorry, 50 followers. I can't talk properly today. Once I hit 50 followers, it might call it. It would probably have something time related, you know, like just because I just like the thing. But I'm open to suggestions. I definitely will be open to suggestions on that one. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Romulans. They're basically Vulcans with looser morals. So it's something I'm definitely looking forward to as well. And if you've been following me on these streams for a while, you'll probably know what it is. Well, they basically are, aren't they? They're basically Vulcans who are more open-minded in some regards, but then again they also stab you in the back. A bounty system? Not that I'm aware of. No. But yeah, it's... I know those Tal Shiar women. It's like death by snoo with them. The funny thing is, you saying about the Remans and how difficult they are to fight. If you ever create a Romulan character, you can have the potential to have some of the highest DPS in the game if you have an all Romulan and Reman crew. It's disturbing how powerful Romulans can be, especially if you get like a scimitar or something like that. Excuse me. Yeah, the fleet, if I do get, well, no, when I set it up, not if. It's just literally just going to be for fun. Now there will be projects to help fill out, but there'll be like no major rush, and it should just be to chill, blow stuff up, maybe do some of the like the STF missions, like Starbase 24, which is one of my favourites. Hello, Zapaz is unconscious. Great, our medic is unconscious. Excuse me. Why did I not? Oh, he's fallen down the bloody thing, isn't he? I've never played Elite Dangerous. Yeah, I bet he did. Oh, the twit, he fell down the bloody... You know what I mean? Yeah, well done. I just picture him some sign down the map. Where's our medic? Oh, he's in a heap at the bottom of the cliff. So we get close to him so we can res him. Stupid twit. You know what? Sod it.
Personal shield losing power.
Here you go. I keep forgetting I've got that ability. So where's that? Oh, there he is. I can see his corpse in the distance.
Personal shield losing power.
So let me knock these over. Then go and res my medic. Twit that he is. Right. Seriously. So I've got to head to that console over there. But first, that's it. Go on, wake him up. Now, what did you learn, you silly twit? What the? Something's hitting me. Where is it? Right. So now I've got to kill some more Gorn and have a look along these pipes for cutting points, like that one over there. Oh, it's him.
Personal shield losing power.
And there. 10 of those codes. Okay. Easy enough to do. Right. Okay. Luckily these codes drop like crazy. Right, just because I can. Stand back. That's an awesome ability there. I think there should be another cutting point around here. If not, I'll go back to that one I missed because somebody else was using it.
Personal shield losing power.
And then, there's someone. So everyone else take on him. I will get that. I'll try to anyway.
Personal shield losing power.
Come on. Severed cable. Don't you die on me again. Now, there's... Where's the path to the satellite? I have to follow this cable around. Oh, kill all the rock throws. Lovely.
Personal shield losing power.
Load up a drone. So let's go all the way up here, all the way along the path, all the way across the bridge.
Personal shield losing power.
That's after I've done what's in the unit. Run, you little legs, run. Right, oh, got another maths one, here we go. Right, so it's double the one above it, so the first number's going to be 5, third one's going to be 20. Right. Well, the Derricks or the proper the little warbirds. I mean, seriously, some of the Romulan ships are some of the most beautiful ones in the game. Just to quickly show you. So if we go to tier 6, because these are the better ones. It's like, for example, like that one, those ones, Delith. So I personally think, I mean, so, seriously, just look at that. That thing looks evil and mean, but only Romulans can fly it. Yeah. How's that? Yes, my headphones sometimes play up a little bit. Yeah, it's easy enough to fix, it's just yeah, excellent, good. Yeah, there's like a little button on the side that like resets it. It's very handy. The amount of times though I've done this. Because that's like an off switch as well. So if I flip that up, it turns the mic off. The Mogai's a great ship. I've got as well, I can't remember the exact name of it, the Hata Warbod or something like that, which is basically the Romulans version of the Prometheus, and it can split into two. It's a nice little ship. I do like ships that can split apart like that. Right, oh god, all these spiky boys. Yeah, the Mogai is probably, for its size, one of the most, alongside the most powerful ship in the game. But no, if all the other ships were the same level, the Mogai would be probably in the top 5. Okay. Yes, I will take that kit.
Congratulations, Captain.
Okay. And Gods be praised, I've got an engineering kit.
Until next time.
In fact, I've got 2. Yeah, that thing is... Ooh, that's a beautiful ship. Right, let's equip this. That can go there. What else did I get? I got fuse armor. Okay. And shield recharge weapon. Let's get fuse armor. And commander. Shield recharge. Law. Ooh. Yes. This law. I'll equip him. Basically means my torpedoes will go a little bit faster now. And you know what? Just for a giggle, I'm going to give my Bat'leth to my Space Dwarf. Just for a laugh. Okay. Let's see. No, don't we want that? Yeah. With a blade as big as he is. Okay, let's just take that for now. Ooh. Critical severity? Or critical chance? Critical severity. Yeah, let's even get a nice little view of what he looks like with the... Oh, hello. Try and get a good view angle of him. It doesn't... Yeah, he's got such a beer gut, it's now going over the Bat'leth. Oh well, he's unconscious. He'll be beamed over when we join. Right, let's take the elevator down. No, just swap back to the gun. I think this is the last mission in the Ark, or close to it. Yeah, this is the last mission in the Ark, and then it'll be fighting the Romulans. Does my ship have a Scotty? Not only does it have a Scotty, it has the Scotty. Well, a hologram version of him. I also have, in my candidate pool, I have a Spock, I have a Janice Rand, I have a Chekhov, I have a Sulin, and I have an Uhura. Oh, and a Hololita, a Borg, the android with the weird eyes from the new Star Trek films, and a few others. I've just kept them there because, yeah. Oh yes, I have McCoy. I thought, yeah, probably my 2 favourite characters is just McCoy, and because the way it's set up, where is it? Stations. Oh no, it's in duty officers, isn't it? Where is it? Personnel, department heads. I have Scotty as my head of engineering, and McCoy is the head of my medical department. Yes, they're holograms, but yeah. And I think I've mentioned it before, but I also have a spare code for the hologram set. Okay. Oh, you saying that? You can also get the EMH later as well. You can also get those weird potato-like guys There's loads of characters you can get. Yeah, again, once I hit sort of like 50 followers, I will be doing a giveaway for a spare set of the holograms.
Enemy target on sensor.
What sort of ship are you flying? Squidget. Squidget. Sorry, I am bad at names.
Enemy target on sensor.
The Sovereign, right. So, okay, so you've got a... Right. Are you using beams or cannons? Yes, the hierarchy. They're the potato-looking fellas. You pick them up when you get to the Delta Quadrant. You've got beams all across, like your front row, for example, and your back. Also, maybe have a look to see if. Yep, I've got him. Well, not this character, but cool. Don't want reinforcements. Thank you very much. Come on. Damn it, just missed it. Right, here they come. Okay, as a suggestion, I would drop one of the torpedoes and the mine launchers and replace them with beams. Because you can always go back to it later.
Enemy target on sensor.
Yeah, hope. Yeah, I think the Riemann is going to be coming up in the next arc. Yeah, personally, I'd only keep one torpedo front and back, and although the mine launchers can be good, I wouldn't use them if you're having trouble with that mission. Finally! An engineering kit has dropped! And it's a medical generator. Not bad. Also, it's going to sound like a stupid question, but do you have fire at will? Beams fire at will? Okay, that's a good one, yeah, because that gives you a nice little buff. Yeah, I personally, on the Sovereign, I would focus on more, you know, get as many beams as you can, maybe one front torpedo, one butt torpedo. Or, if you don't want to use a butt torpedo, use the mines. Right, so, where have I got to go? Oh, I've got to go over there, right, okay. You may not need to go to the space dock. You can refit whilst you're in space. Yeah, personally, I just like having just one torpedo. Front, one at the butt. But unless I'm going pure beams. Why is that not? No, I probably missed something right at the beginning, didn't I? Ah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, if you don't have the beams, yeah, then you will have to go to like space dock. Also, check your, I forget what the proper name of it is, but the stuff that goes in like the tactical consoles, like here for example, I've got a phaser damage. Personally, try and go for the consoles that give you to the weapon, I suppose you could say, flavour, rather than like phaser, anti-proton, disruptor. The only reason why I've got beam weapon in there just to fill the gap, that's all it is. Yeah, I think I've missed something at the beginning. Also as well, have a look at your duty officers to see if they can give you little enhancements and stuff like that if you've got it that are decent. Some of them will be, some of them won't be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got some. Alright. Oh, that's how this is. Oh, this is bugged out. That should have allowed me to. Oh, it's not mate. Oh, sorry, it says beam out. Beam back in again. I can't be bothered to faff around. Let's try that again. Yeah, very occasionally this does glitch this particular mission. Try that again. Yep, they're pretty good. Little Scorpion fighters. One of this is why I like having ships that are like carriers. Yeah, they're slow ships, but with a decent vessel, you can do some crazy damage. Pretty much most of the reputation stuff is good, but some is better than others, depending on what you want to do.
Enemy target on sensor.
Oops. Come on. Yeah, that's what I didn't do. That's why it went wrong. I'm still going to aim for the Iconian set because that's like probably the best default set to go for. The rest of them are all depends on what you want to do for your ship. Like some are better for torpedoes, some are better for, you know, if you want to beams. Some, yeah, basically you just customize it how you want.
The test subjects are reacting well to the indoctrination procedures.
Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, this is better now.
We had a few casualties, as we expected. But those that survived should be able to start phase 3 by the end of the week.
Basically tell Shah shenanigans. Can I do it again? Can I do it again? Yes. Good.
Proceed carefully. This patient hasn't responded well to the treatments.
The
Watch
Romans
those
are definitely
levels.
up to some
Going
kind
critical.
of shenanigans. Definitely. Now I can go forward. Good. This is what I didn't do last time. Hello.
Enemy target on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Yeah, you don't like that, do you? Oops. one test subject who's been let's do that one last. Yeah, Remans. Damn Remans. Still, their cloaking technology is pretty funky. No, I'm definitely not touting. So, yeah, look at me, lady. I'm short, I'm fat, I'm bald. I've got a big gut. I am definitely not Tal Shiar. Right, where's the alarm system gone? Oh, it's over there. That's why reinforcement keeps coming. Yep, thought so. Vulcans have no sense of humour. Well, no, they do have a sense of humour, but it's like, look. I mean, yeah, seriously, it's like, look at me. How could anyone think I was Tal Shiar? Surprise! Now, by rights, that orbital bombardment should have left a massive hole in that ceiling. Yeah, I am actually a Vulcan in disguise.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
And again, the medic has decided to fall unconscious. Well, I think I need to give him some better gear. Or I could just respawn. Nobody saw that. Oh, that's why he's still... Look at... Right. No problem, Jelly Boy. Which is actually a great name as well. You lurk away. I'll do it myself in other streams. I'll just like have one in the background or just things like that. So I have no problems with people who want to lurk. The pet water. Alright, so what it is. Okay, this is where I've got to... Okay, so I've got to match up, right, okay. So I've got to change the read and I've got to change that to... Okay, right. Sometimes you just brute force it and just... Sometimes I just get lucky and I hit the... Right. Nope. There we go. Some of these minigames can be really fiddly. Some of them are just... Yeah. So I've hacked into the Tal Shiar console and sent a message saying your anchovy pizza is on the way. Don't care what anyone says, anchovy pizzas are evil.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Okay, no problem. I remember you saying your power leader was having a bit of a stress the other day. Also, the thing with anchovies is I'm allergic to seafood, so
Enemy targets on sensor.
pro pineapple.
Personal shield losing
Whilst I don't like pineapple, I would defend your right to have pineapple, even though I personally don't like it. I think I would. You want to eat a pineapple? That's fine. You put it on my pizza dough, there's going to be arguments.
personal shield losing power.
Yeah, trust me, you do not. Strictly speaking, it's not really an allergy. It's more of a very strong intolerance. So if I eat seafood, I basically do a very good impression of The Exorcist. Both ends. The last time I had even this. Yeah, and the last time I had seafood, I pretty much had the same reaction like food poisoning. And even a small amount, you know, it's like the meat of it can set it off. So I just stay well clear of it. Ooh, disruptor sniper rifle. Yes, I will give that to a tactical. Who needs a good item? You can have that. Right, and you. Oh, no wonder you've got crappy armor. Right, so you can have this good armor. And you got. Right, let's give you this split beam as well. Oh, no wonder, look at your shields, they're crap. No wonder you were getting hammered. Okay. That's better. Now, I'm a great fan of the barbecue meat feast pizzas. Oh, this is good. Oh, it's this mission. I know what's coming next. This is right. Let's do this.
Who are you? Will you be missed by anyone after I remove you from this universe?
Well, it'll be more people than miss you. Ah, the pirates are on my side. And again, Packhead with the incredibly fierce eyebrows.
This fight no longer interests me.
Who cares? I'm gonna blow out the sky.
Now that you've met my new allies, the Alachi, you understand just how precarious your position is.
It's not.
Run while you can.
I'm gonna be running after you so I can put a photon torpedo up your exhaust pipe. And welcome back. Just in time for some blowing stuff up shenanigans. I've got to stop saying that word.
Target's shield has failed.
Screw that. Freaking Starfleet engineer, I can take this. Oh yeah. Some of the things, the outfits that people create can be quite entertaining. the Alachi. They're not as annoying as the Nakul. Ah, so they took him out as over there. So, even though my ship blew up, I won. Good. We saw it, no one's over there.
Hey there, friend.
Yeah, Drozana. It's the Mos Eisley of Star Trek. Don't go there unless you wanna have your eyes open. Let's just say that. Yep, secret tail shell bays. I got rid of them. Things blew up. People died.
If you need it,
Yeah. Ooh, see, this is nice. Look, piercing Tetrion dual beam bank. Yeah, I have no idea what that does, but it sounds good. And look how much it increases my. Ooh, I can't have a singularity core because that's for Romulan characters. So it's going to have to be the stabilising. Sometimes I do. Depends on it, because obviously you've got site-to-site transports.
Until next time.
Congratulations, Captain.
But yeah, from an RP point of view, I can understand that. Ooh, let's see, what should I go for? Okay, let's have that as well. Right, there. Let's see, let's give them the... it's a dual beam bank, that's why. Okay, so let's give myself a new warp core. Yeah, I can have that. Can I upgrade that? Oh, I don't have the item. Okay. Thought I could. Let's have a look, see. No. It's all crud. Nope. Can I upgrade this armor? Oh, not the right level. Right. Yeah, see, that's my ambassador, the Enterprise C. The Protomata console. The best console, I would say, that always save up for and get on the exchange is one I don't have on this character. It's called the Plasmotic Leech, or Plasmotic Leech, something like that. Basically, every hit you with your ship weapons, energy weapons, you get energy back, which basically means your weapons stay at peak power for longer, which means you do slightly more damage, and other abilities that key off of your energy levels work slightly better as well. Plasmotic Leech, I think it is. Yeah, it's about 5 million credits. It's easy enough to get. Just definitely, it should be your #1 purchase. Right. Here's the question: Do I start the new arc now? At least get the first mission. It's now gone 8 o'clock, so beam out to. Yeah. Did you see that big ship that was just there? That was an Iconian ship that you can get. And that thing is probably the second biggest ship in the game. Right. So let's speak to...
Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra.
Right, let's do that one. That's a nice easy mission. I think I probably will end it after I've done this particular one, because it's the Romulan stuff is, well, there's one particular mission that is really not annoying, but it's long. It's a long mission. Colosseum, if I remember rightly. I think that's the one where you can pick up the Reman as your bridge officer if the mission replay is running. Yeah, I think I will probably end it this bit because it's been 2 hours. Once this decides it's going to load up. Yeah, I think that particular mission, the Colosseum one, could have been done with being split into 2 parts, and it would have been better. No, but having it all as one, it's just a little bit too long to be good compared to the other. Oh well, yeah, I've logged out. Which actually, this is a good point because this allows me to show you off some of my other characters for those who haven't seen them before. So this is my, obviously the current crew. Malclavin, my Tellarites. This is my Romulan. You see, you've got the Jem'Hadar, Hierarchy, Miralita. He's great as a bridge officer. Excuse me. My other Romulan. I was trying to go for, sort of a variety of crew as much as possible, and saw that outfit. It's like, yeah, got to have that outfit. That's probably the same ship as well. This is the one that is based off of the Star Trek Adventures game I was doing, the Damocles. That's basically what the Damocles looks like. Hence the name, and that's the captain of it. The crew doesn't match up with what's in the game, but it's the Hestia. It's the next tier up from the Prometheus, and I friggin' love that shit. It's probably my favourite in the game and in Star Trek in general. This is my Nausicaan, Pug Gawash, on the IKS Thunderstruck, just because I love the name. And his thing is that he steals stuff. This particular ship here is one of the few ships that can have Orion slavers, and they will go out and they will steal contraband. Basically, you get extra loot when you use this particular one. It's not the most powerful of ships, but if you want something that's a little bit different, it's a good ship. Another one of my older characters. Yeah, he's basic. Well, the Nausicans are basically space pirates. This is where it starts getting to my older characters. See, I'm not entirely sure what that ship is, but it's see, Klingon ships, they don't really care what they look like, but they can do some serious damage. These ones are all Borg. Where is it? Once it loads up. See, this particular one is this ship is one of the hardest ships for me to get. I had to save up so much cash in game to get the keys, to get the other things, to get that, but it was worth it. Here goes. Yeah, you can play as Klingons, the Romulans as well. I mean, I don't have the room, unfortunately. I've got all my character slots, but the way the Romulans work is they are a sub-faction, and you can decide to join either the Federation side or the Klingon side. The Klingon side has been improved compared to what it used to be, but when you look at how many ships they've got compared to, say, the Federation, you will notice there is a way more Federation ships than there are Klingon ships. Another one. That's the old Prometheus. And this here is literally my first character. You can see with the Reman, Jem'Hadar, an android and a Breen, all on the Excelsior. Right. I'm trying to think which one of my ships has got the. Who have I got the Vengeance on? I think it's Fira. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to be logging with this character. Just I want to check something. I'm pretty sure she's the one who's got the Vengeance. Yeah, that's sort of weird. There's one, the Klingon ships that has like an alternate mode, and it can like fold down and open up and go into siege mode and sort of lock into place and blast things. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Probably because I haven't loaded this character up for a while. Yeah, come on. I was loading the space dock. Yeah, of course it's going to take a while. Right, so if I go up into space and hello cat. I know. You just lie down there. Somebody's demanded attention. You comfortable? Okay. Yeah. So notification. It's like, yes. You just sit there and be quiet, madam. Yeah. This is the ship I'm going to be aiming for. Yeah. See that there? That's the Vengeance. But I do like this ship. Let's do it nice and slow. Where's okay? Now where's the? Oh yeah, reputation. Do that later. Switch starship. So I have a Tal Shiar adapted destroyer on this one, Temporal cruiser, Temporal science vessel, Temporal raider, the Lucari one. Alright, it's okay. See, impulse capacitance cell, crystalline matrix, plasma manifold, protomatter field projector. Yeah, some of these ones are really, really nice. It's like, and I mean, I'll admit my system's not the most high end of systems, but you know, if it looks good on this, it's like you've got a Krenim ship there. I'm not entirely sure what that one is. One of the Breen ones. Let's see if I can get the. Oh, 15 seconds. Okay. As you see, I've got loads of. This was my previous character that I played, and I've picked up quite a few different things. Pretty sure it's the Vengeance. Right, where is it? Where's she gone? Where's she gone? Here we go. Ticonderoga. Here we go. See, look at this. This is probably the ship I've upgraded the most. I mean, look at how many things I've got that are gold. Like, maximised, except for the deflector. I've got the disruptor beam. So I've got assault drones, and oh yeah, she can cloak. this isn't the Enterprise, this is the Vengeance. If you've seen Star Trek Beyond, there's a bit where the Enterprise goes up against a massive ship. It's this ship. You see that gap? Actually, I'll decloak, make it a bit easier. Like, basically the Enterprise fits in there. And I shall decline, thank you very much. But what I do like about this particular ship is this. Cloaking has some interesting effects if you do it right, like you get like an attack bonus when you decloak, and it's also quite amusing, like parking semi in front of like a newbie character and then just decloaking. Right. Hopefully this won't crash it. Again, it's a bit risky sometimes doing this in orbit around space dock. What's the matter? I've got Kitty's being a bit grumbly. You finished? Okay. Welcome to the bridge. Yep. Complete with lens flare. And so yeah, I've got my 718, sorry. You are absolutely correct. I keep getting those two films mixed up with the names. Beyond is the newest one. This ship took me a long time to save up for in the game. Cost me about 400 million credits. You can do stuff here. You can like contact your duty officers, because there's special ones you can only do from here. So there's like diplomatic ones. I can access my account bank. Select a small craft. Excuse me. So I've got like the Delta Flyer. That's basically my shuttle for this one. Only downside is that's it. There's only the bridge. You can't go out exploring the rest of the ship, unfortunately. I think the way you select those characters is to do with the what do you call it? The away team stations. So, like these ones here. So if you don't have characters that are selected by default in there, I don't think they will come up on your character select screen. So if I change this one to General Security, for example, there would be one of the characters missing. So I mean, as you can see, you've got Seven, who's my Borg, the android, Lisa, and who's the android. So now if I log out, you'll see those are the characters that are alongside. So there you go. The Vengeance. Ticonderoga, Vengeance class. Right. I think actually that'll be a good point to sort of end the stream then, because I was planning on ending it about sort of nowish anyway. Just thought it took an opportunity to show you the other bits and pieces. So again, thanks very much for everybody who has joined me today. Next, yes, very good point, CJ. They are in the promotional tab. And don't forget tomorrow as well to log into Star Trek Online to get whatever tomorrow's free item is as well. No, not on that particular ship, no, but some of the ships you can put trophies. But yeah, it would be nice to have, I mean, like that one for example, that's the I do like just the look of that ship. It's one of the Xindi ones, if I remember right, with the Xindi Aquatic, if I remember correctly. Or no, yeah, it's the aquatic one because that's the carrier. So yes, again, thank you all for everyone who's turned up tonight. It's been absolutely brilliant. Next streams will be on Thursday, fingers crossed, and we'll be continuing with The Walking Dead. Not a game for people who are slightly squeamish because there's some funky stuff going down in there. And what else? What else is there? There's a small chance there might be a second stream for Lord of the Rings on Friday, but I don't want to say definitely yes or no on it because I'm still not too sure what's happening with myself on Friday. And then the proper Lord of the Rings stream will be on, I think it's this Sunday. I mean, basically, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll announce on there when the streams are going to be. In the meantime, I shall bid you all a very good night and live long and prosper, as they say. Good night. But first, I want to see if this credit things work, because it didn't last time. See if I can get this to work. I might have to add it again.